told a long time ago that the authors who don't develop personal interactions are not as good an author. And I've read a lot of great books where I didn't really think that personal interactions were that great, but they were still great books. I don't want to pick on Michael Crichton because he's one of the greatest authors of all time from a creativity perspective. But boy, he just fell flat when it came to developing characters and relationships in his characters.
Yeah.
Great job of fixing that for him.
Yeah.
When you read his books, you always walk away from it going, man, I wish those two had gotten together, and I wish I did that, So I think it's really important to have those interactions, those frictions, those romantic things. All of those pieces have to fit together. In terms of developing worlds, that's really hard. You got to have a lot of notes when you're doing that. And I'm constantly going back to my notes, going, okay, what planet, and the great news is AI can help you with that. I can have AI go in and write charts to show me all of the things that I've done, all of the timelines I've created, so I have a quick reference.
Yeah. I have kids ask me all the time. They're like, well, because I'm like, please don't use AI for this. And we're trying to teach them, like you're using it to avoid learning skills, how to write a paragraph or how to do some research. I'm like, I have already passed all these tests. I'm like, I can tell you this information. I'm like, I'm collecting all of my stuff. I'm like, literally have I don't even know, 14 years of teaching curriculum for 3 states, 7 districts for 14 subjects. But sometimes there's really good kernels in there, right? So I'll just throw a particular section or a few things, and I'll throw it in with ChatGPT or Claude or something like that. I'm like, I want an activity that does this and that, and it's something that maybe I haven't done in 13 years, but I love doing that for my own stuff too, because I'll just be like, okay, with world building, it's like you said, I have such a big dictionary, and I know people use Scrivener. For me, it's harder. I divide it up, but I have just taken chunks out and just thrown it in, and it does a really great job of helping you, classify the information just a little bit better. So I think it's a great tool for that. Yeah.
It can't replace the creativity. And I'll give you another example. This is kind of in line with your current question, and that is, let's use Star Trek, for example.